Ned, 2 strikeouts, 1 walk. Seems like Volquez had the right mindset coming into this one.
Well, he threw the ball really, really well. I mean, got us, through 7 with like 83 pitches or something like that. But with a 1-run lead and you got Kelvin down there ready to go, I really wanted to send him back out. I was hoping we could score another run and send him back out in the 8th because he was throwing the ball so well. But really managed his pitch count, had his pitches working, just did a great job for us tonight.
Seemed like everything was a little bit crisper tonight. Was that the case, or is that just what happens when you get a really good start like that?
I don't know. I didn't necessarily sense that it was any crisper, but, I mean, we were glad to be home. We were glad to be playing in front of our fans, and, that always puts a little more pep in your step. So, you get into the game, but everybody played a good game, offensively, defensively, and our pitching was great tonight.
And offensively, just looked like guys weren't. Just a lot of doinks and dunks the other way. Not
Yeah,
trying to do too much.
Their pitcher did a nice job. I mean, he threw the ball really, really well, and you look at his numbers, and they're pretty good numbers. It doesn't have a win on the year, but he's throwing the ball really, really well. Nice slider, and he's tough to hit at.
Was Eddie taking advantage of their aggressiveness a little bit too, because they did swing a lot early in the counts?
Yeah, he was making good pitches early in the count. He didn't fall behind in the count much, and they were putting the ball in play in early counts.
Was the ball off Fowler's foot? That's obviously not reviewable.
No, it's not reviewable.
Why is that?
I don't know. Call MLB.
Well,
if it was up to me, it'd be reviewable, but it's not up to me.
Does it make any sense why it's not?
I don't know.
We talked before the game about how demoralizing those early runs you guys have given up recently were, but on the flip side, especially for a team like Atlanta that's struggling to get that run in the first, run in the second, what do you think that did for you guys?
Well, always when you've got Eddie Volquez on the mound or somebody you trust, if you can give him a little bit of breathing room, it helps. He's not afraid to make a mistake, and he knows it's not going to kill him. So the run in the first, Lorenzo did a nice job of just putting the ball on the ground, just getting the run, good situational baseball, and scored another one in the second. Looked like for a while that was going to be the game, up until the 9th inning when we scored 3 more. But it was nice to get that early lead, and it was nice for Eddie to go out, give us 7 strong, and hold it.
Are we just chalking up the air by Alex to Friday the 13th?
Yeah. The conditions were really weird out there. The wind was blowing really, really hard. And I talked to Alex about it. He said when it was first hit, he thought it was Kane's ball. But he was still going over there to back him up. And then he looked, and the ball was coming back to him. And then he started looking for Kane, and then he got to the wall, and he realized that it was his ball, and he gave one more glance, thinking it was Kane's ball, and then by then it just clanked off his glove.
You got some tack-on runs Wednesday in that win. You got some more today. That was kind of your trademark last year. Is that kind of a good sign?
Yeah, it's a real good sign. Anytime you can get tack-on runs, it's a good sign.
Were you surprised at all? I don't want to second-guess the other manager necessarily, but they go with the lefty there when you've got Kane coming up, and when you look
Have
at
you seen that guy's numbers?
For Morales.
Have you seen that guy's numbers?
Yeah.
He was 1 for 38. 1 for 38, right? He said we're like 1 for 18 and or something crazy. He's given up 1 hit.
Yeah.
So, it's like, questioning, my move when I bring in Kelvin Herrera to face 3 lefties. He's been really, really good for them. But
do you think it helped to – Morales got turned around. He'd been struggling a little bit tonight, and all of a sudden he got going a little bit.
I don't know. I really don't. That kid, when he came in, I'm like, okay, Wade's in the game, because this guy's numbers are so fantastic. But, Lorenzo got the big base hit, then Mo got the hit, and, guy's got great numbers.
Good. All right.